Hi friends, you welcome to Sri Guru Raghavendra Banking Coaching Center. So then here we are discussing today's MCQs, that is 7th February, 7th Feb MCQs, the current affairs related MCQs then we are going to discuss here. Latest current affairs early 2026 updates, that is 7th February, 7th Feb. So then have a look at the first and foremost question given. Bharat GenAI is best described as annadu, a private artificial intelligence startup focused on English language models. English language models antunnadu, though it's not correct. And like a defense based artificial intelligence project for cyber security. This is also wrong. A government supported initiative to develop the sovereign artificial intelligence models for Indian languages. Absolutely correct. Is a sovereign artificial intelligence models for Indian languages. And the international collaboration led by UNESCO, it's not. A chatbot platform developed by the Mighty for Citizens. No. So our answer is C is the correct one. Answer C is the correct one. So the Bharat GenAI is the first government supported, it is a national initiative, government supported initiative aimed at developing sovereign foundational artificial intelligence models tailored to Indian languages and societal context anamata. Bharat Gen. The name is Bharat Gen. Bharat Gen. India's first indigenously developed government funded artificial intelligence based multimodal language, large language model, LLM, large language model for Indian languages, and which was announced at the Bharat Gen Summit. And India has emerged as the global leader in artificial intelligence with the platforms like centralized public grievances redressal and monitoring system. Then India has introduced CPG RAMs. CPG RAMs is centralized public grievances redressal and monitoring system, which serving as international benchmarks for citizen engagement and effective grievance redressal. Public ki వచ్చే ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో వాటిని రిడ్రెస్ చేయడానికి ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసిన మెకానిజం ఇదనమాట. డోంట్ గెట్ కన్ఫ్యూజ్ విత్ Ombudsman. Ombudsman is also a public grievances redressal mechanism. It's meant for only banks. So that is a context here we have to understand. And one more point let me add here. So it's a centralized public grievances redressal and monitoring system. So this is for banks, don't get confused with this particular one. And then for SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India recently introduced Ombudsman. The investors must use the scores is a Ombudsman of SEBI, which is SEBI complaint redress system. SEBI complaints redress system. redress system. It is a platform to lodge, track and resolve the grievances against listed companies or market intermediaries online. Market intermediaries online, that is called scores. The SEBI complaints redress system. Securities Exchange Board of India's initiative, that is called scores. SEBI complaints redress system. That is the context. Be clear with this particular one. So answer C is the correct one here. So let me add some more points here. This is Indian languages, all Indian languages, then they're going to get introduced. At present, this particular Bharat GenAI is introduced in 15 languages. 15 languages, and in future it will be extended to all Indian languages, that is 22 languages. So the project integrates text, speech and image modalities, offering seamless artificial intelligence solutions in 22 Indian languages, and it is aimed to transform sectors like sectors. It's going to get focus sectors like healthcare, more focus on healthcare, and education, agriculture, and governance. And governance by delivering region specific artificial intelligence solutions. Region specific. సో ఏ రీజియన్కి ఆ రీజియన్కి సంబంధించిన సొల్యూషన్స్ని అందజేస్తూ అనమాట. సో భారత్ జన్ echoes the inclusive spirit of the national education policy, which promotes interdisciplinary learning, helping students combine technical and social sciences for better innovation and employability. There is a context here. So Bharat GenAI, that is a concept here we discussed about. I'm moving to the next one, next and important area that I'm moving. Where did 24th India-US Defense Cooperation, 24th India-US Defense Cooperation, India-US Defense Cooperation Joint Technical Group, JTZ, a plenary meeting taken place? Washington DC, New York, New Delhi, Hyderabad and Bangalore. These were the options given. So 24th India-US Defense Cooperation Joint Technical Group plenary meeting was observed in New Delhi. New Delhi. So our answer C is the correct one. Correct one here. So held at DRDO headquarters. DRDO headquarters, which is located in New Delhi, from 3rd to 4th February. This plenary meeting was observed, and focus is on strengthening cooperation in defense sciences, defense science, technology and emerging defense technologies. Emerging defense technologies. This is the context here. Be clear with this particular one. 24th India-US Defense Cooperation Joint Technical Group. So that is a context here. So answer C is the correct one. I'm moving to the next one. Who recently assumed charge as the managing director of IIFCL? So like India Infrastructure Finance Company Limited. India Infrastructure Finance Company Limited, that is IIFCL. It is a wholly owned government institution, wholly owned government institution, then which provides general long-term finance for the infrastructure projects. Long-term finance to the infra projects, infrastructure projects. And this particular one, options given: who assumed charge as MD, Managing Director of IIFCL. Managing Director of IIFCL, be clear with this particular one. Sanjay Malhotra, then RBI Governor, it's not. Atanu Chakrabarti, no. Rohit Rishi, Rajiv Kumar, Ajay Seth, no. So like Rohit Rishi, we know Rohit Rishi, then recently joined as this particular one, MD for Managing Director for IIFCL, India Infrastructure Finance Company Limited. So Managing Director. And then here like Ajay Seth, recently in news, is a former finance secretary. He joined as a IRDAI chief. IRDAI chief is a former finance secretary. So like Rohit Rishi, answer C is the correct one. Rohit Rishi joined or appointed as a managing director of this IIFCL. And then there's Atanu Chakrabarti, former economic affairs secretary. Economic affairs secretary. So then 1985 batch officer, a Gujarat cadre officer. So then serving as a chairman of HDFC Bank. Chairman of HDFC Bank. So be clear with this particular one, Atanu Chakrabarti. So like his Atanu Chakrabarti served as India's secretary in the Ministry of Finance during 2019-20 lo announced చేశారు. తర్వాత part time chairman of HDFC Bank, where he was appointed by the Reserve Bank of India in 2021 అన్నమాట. Atanu Chakrabarti. So that is a context. Atanu Chakrabarti. So like HDFC Bank chairman. Recently he was in news as well. So then he cautioned some governmental activities as well. So HDFC Bank chairman Atanu Chakrabarti has cautioned that global economic uncertainty, slowing growth, geopolitical tensions and trade disruption could weigh on funding conditions. Funding conditions గురించి చాలా మార్కెట్ డౌన్ఫాల్ ఉంది అని మనకి 2025లో ఇతను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయడం కూడా జరిగిందనమాట. సో దెన్ అవుట్రీచ్ పాయింట్స్ కూడా కొన్ని హైలైట్ చేయడం జరిగింది. దట్ ఈస్ ద కాంటెక్స్ట్ హియర్. దెన్ ఐమ్ మూవింగ్ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్ అండ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ వన్. ఇన్ విచ్ స్టేట్ వాజ్ auto-mutation launched to digitize and speed up the land ownership processes? Auto-mutation. So options given: Telangana, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Odisha. So the concept is called auto-mutation. Auto-mutation, this is the concept. So which government antunadu? That is officially launched by Karnataka government. Answer D is a correct one here we have. That automatically updates land records after registration. Automatically updates records after registration. రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ జరగగానే ఆటోమేటిక్గా auto-mutation అయిపోతుంది అనమాట. ల్యాండ్ రికార్డ్స్ ఆఫ్టర్ రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ and making the land ownership process faster, digital and transparent. That is a part. So land ownership process faster, digital and transparent. This is the objective. Karnataka government has launched an automated land mutation system known as auto-mutation to digitize and speed up the land ownership process. Specifically aim to reducing the manual intervention. In updating record of rights. So that is a concept here. Which state and adugutadu? That is Karnataka state introduced this particular one, and the system links the registration department with the land records database, enabling automatic updating of ownership records once a sale or transfer deed is registered without requiring a separate application from the buyer. That is the context. So simplifying the system, and the impact is that this reduces the need for physical interaction with the officials, and which cut down the bureaucratic delays and reduces the scope for the corruption. That's a part. Din dwara emoutundi then so the advantage is that the corruption may come down one way, and at the same time the bureaucratic delays controlled. Bureaucratic delays ante like వీళ్ళు బ్యూరోక్రటికల్గా ఆఫీసర్స్ వీళ్ళు చేసే డిలేస్ ఉంటాయి కదా, అవి తగ్గడానికి ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుంది. ఇలాంటి ఇనిషియేటివే మనకి సిమిలర్ ఇనిషియేటివ్స్ కనుక చూస్తే సిమిలర్ ఇనిషియేటివ్ then we can observe while Karnataka is focusing on heavily on this in 2026, Andhra Pradesh government has also implemented the similar auto-mutation services for both rural and urban areas. AP also already introduced this particular mechanism for rural and urban areas. That is the context here we have. So answer D is the correct one. Karnataka is the correct answer. Moving to the next one, which bank launched the rooftop solar loans? RSL for micro, small and medium enterprises without collateral. So then it's going to provide collateral free loans to the rooftop solar. So which bank antunnadu? State Bank of India, HDFC Bank, Punjab National Bank, ICICI Bank and Axis Bank. So then this is the context correct one. Answer E is the correct one. So Axis Bank introduced collateral free loan, we can say, or unsecured loan. This is also correct answer, correct way to utilize the context anamata. Context based ga manam hold cheyochu, collateral free loans anachu leda unsecured loans anachu. So unsecured rooftop solar loans from 10 lakhs to 2 crore amount anamata. 10 lakhs to 2 crore with the repayment period of 4 to 7 years. Super kada, 4 to 7 years. The amount వచ్చేటప్పటికి 10 lakhs to 2 crores. So to promote the renewable energy adoption. So it promotes what? Promotes renewable energy adoption. So easy kada, that to collateral free, elanti collateral lekunda. So it's meant for MSMEs, anamata, micro, small and medium enterprises ki. So 10 lakhs to 2 crores. Axis Bank launched this particular rooftop solar finance for MSMEs, and then Axis Bank has introduced a new financing solution named Rooftop Solar Finance. The name is that Rooftop Solar Finance. This is the name of the loan, and which will enable micro, small and medium scale enterprises to switch to the solar power. So this facilitates this give a push to the micro, small and medium enterprises to move to the renewable energy sources from the traditional or conventional energy models. And that too, this is a collateral free. Advantage is collateral free loan. That is the point here we have. So answer E is the correct one. Moving to the next one. Who won the ICC Under-19 World Cup 2026? So England, Australia, South Africa, West Indies and India. So answer E is the correct one. Sixth time India record number adi. So India won the ICC Under-19 World Cup 2026 Under-19 2026 World Cup by defeating England. Defeated England in the final with the 100 runs gap. With the 100 runs difference, then it has got this particular one, secured this particular one. And it's a record of the 6th title. India's 6th title. Earlier, India has got these tourneys during 2000. India won 2000, 2008, 2012, 2018, 2022, and now it is in 26. That's a part. 6 titles then India won. So India under-19 Cricket World Cup 2026, they beat the England under-19 in the final by a big margin of 100 runs. So then this particular venue of the final is that Harare Sports Club. Harare Sports Club, Zimbabwe. So Zimbabwe, it was held. The final was held in Zimbabwe, and India achieved the target. In 40.2 hours. 40.2 hours. First, then India owned this. India 411 runs in 15 hours. So then England bowled out in 311 runs. That is the context and matter. So India became the champions for the 6th time, the most titles by any country under-19 World Cup history. And 2000, 2008, 12, 18, 22, 26 won by India. And that is a special thing here. And the tournament records by the highest team total in the final, that is 411. Highest team title. Team score 411. Highest match aggregate runs. Highest match aggregate kuda. Match aggregate runs kuda highest ikkada 722 runs annamata. Ante rendu kalpi iddardi kalpi 722 runs in the final, both India and England kalpi, idi kuda highest annamata. So highest match aggregate runs and tarvata highest team total score 411. ఇవన్నీ స్పెషల్ థింగ్స్ అనమాట ఈ మ్యాచ్లో. దట్ ఇస్ అ కాంటెక్స్ట్ మనకి. 15th January నుంచి 6th February వరకు జరిగింది. 15th January to 6th February వరకు జరిగిన ఈవెంట్ ఇది. 50 overs per side అనుకున్నాం కదా. సో హోస్ట్ నేషన్స్ వచ్చేటప్పటికి హియర్ దెన్ ఐల్ రైట్ హోస్ట్ నేషన్స్ జింబాబ్వే అండ్ నమీబియా. Zimbabwe and Namibia. These are the host nations here we have. And 16 teams participated in the tournament. So like most runs in the tournament, person wise most runs in the tournament by most runs, that is Ben Mays, England anamata, 444 runs, 444 runs overall. Most wickets by Manny Lumsden, most wickets by Manny, Manny, Manny Lumsden, England anamata. Most wickets 16 wickets anamata, 16 wickets. Player of the series, ఇది important మనకి. Player of the series, that is Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Vaibhav Suryavanshi. So that is a special thing anamata. మనవాడు 175 plus 175 runs then of 80 balls anamata. 80 balls, 170 runs, 175 runs. That is a special thing. So then man of the series then goes to like mana player of the series goes to like Vaibhav Suryavanshi. So many senior international players began their career into under-19 World Cup, like Virat Kohli gaani, Steve Smith, Babar Azam, వీళ్ళందరూ under 19 తోటి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళే అనమాట. India's dominance in the youth cricket reflected by their most titles, 6 titles, history of under 19 World Cups. So then that is the context of this particular one. So Suryavanshi 80 balls, 175 runs. That is player of the series anamata. That is the context here. I'm moving to the next one. Who received the 2026 Global Teacher Prize? Global Teacher Prize 2025. Options are given: Neeta Ambani, Malala Yousafzai, Ranjit Singh Disale, no. Rubel Nagi, Savita Halpanavar, no. So answer D is the correct one. Rubel Nagi, the Indian teacher Rubel Nagi won the Global Teacher Prize 2026. Then Indian teacher Rubel Nagi. So then dollars $1 million award, $1 million award presented by the GEMS Education at the World Government Summit. So $1 million award presented by GEMS Education at the World Government Summit, which was observed in Dubai. So Indian teacher Rubel Nagi has won the Global Teacher Prize 2026, receiving the $1 million award for the World Government Summit, which was held in Dubai. And then the award presented by the GEMS Education in its 10th edition of GEMS Education World Government Summit. So was handed over by Dubai Crown Prince. Dubai Crown Prince was handed over to the Indian teacher, the Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. This is his name. is a Crown Prince of United Arab Emirates, Crown Prince of UAE. That is a context here. Nagi was honored for the transforming neglected walls into the interactive educational murals that teach reading, writing, arithmetic, as well as public health and environmental awareness. So over the past 2 decades, her work has helped together more than 1 million children into formal education using art as a learning tool, and she was chosen from over 5,000 nominees from 139 nations. That is a specialty. So living walls of learning, that is her central concept. Her approach is living walls of learning. Living walls of learning is her approach, where abandoned walls are turned into open classrooms. So Nagi travels extensively across India, mentoring teachers and directly working with children. And she has trained 600 teachers and volunteers, creating a scalable model that addresses children's educational, social and economic needs. So then all these things then made her to reach this particular position. The Global Teachers Prize presented by GEMS Education and which is organized by the Varke Foundation with UNESCO during a World Government Summit సందర్భంగా యునెస్కో వార్కే ఫౌండేషన్ కలిసి వీటిని ప్రజెంట్ చేస్తాయన్నమాట. దట్ ఈస్ అ కాంటెక్స్ట్ హియర్. ఆన్సర్ డి ఈస్ ద కరెక్ట్ వన్. మూవింగ్ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్. Which state did Niti Aayog plan to transform into a clean energy hub by 2035? Which state అంటున్నాడు? గుజరాత్, రాజస్థాన్, తమిళనాడు, ఒడిస్సా అండ్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్. So Niti Aayog prepared a blueprint to make Andhra Pradesh a clean energy hub by 2035. So focus will be on solar, wind energy storage, a green hydrogen. Already green hydrogen project started in Kakinada, green ammonia and ammonia projects. Green ammonia projects. So that is Andhra Pradesh correct one. Answer is the correct one. So Niti Aayog has prepared a draft energy transition blueprint to transform Andhra Pradesh into one of India's top 3 renewable energy hubs, proposing investments around 7.5 lakh crore investments. 7.5 lakh crore investments in the energy sector. Energy sector, and the Niti Aayog CEO of Niti Aayog, then BVR Subramaniam handed over the draft blueprint to the Chief Secretary of Andhra Pradesh State, and according to the officials, blueprint aimed to ensure clean, affordable and reliable electricity for all consumers. That is the context here we have. So the plan has been prepared under the blueprint plan prepared under ASSET, that is accelerating sustainable state energy transition platform of Niti Aayog, and is aligned with the state's long-term development vision. As per the draft estimate, 47% of the state's installed power capacity is currently from renewable sources. At present, Andhra Pradesh installed capacity 47% installed capacity installed capacity is renewable energy at present. So they want to make this 100% by 2035. That is a context here. Moving to the next one. India recently signed an agreement focusing on hydropower cooperation with which country? Hydropower cooperation. Options are given: Nepal, Myanmar, Sri Lanka. It's Bhutan. Bhutan is the correct one. India-Bhutan signed an agreement to strengthen cooperation in hydropower and renewable energy, including major projects like Punat Sangchu, enhancing energy security and grid stability. This is the one project. And India recently signed a major agreement MOUs focusing on Bhutan to strengthen cooperation in the hydropower sector with significant development in the 25 and early 2026. And then one more project, recent agreements with the Wangchu project. This was in September 2025. So Adani Power and Bhutan's Druk Green Power Corporation signed a shareholder agreement to develop 570 megawatts of Wangchu hydropower project. So Adani Group is focusing on this particular one. So 570 megawatts Wangchu hydropower project with construction set to begin in early 2026. And this Punat Sangchu 2 project, which is officially started in November 2025. So it is a 120 megawatts capacity project inaugurated, and 4,000 crore concessional credit line was announced to fund further energy projects. That's a part. So inka high level talks kuda nadustunnai. So hydropower projects toti ఇంకొక లిస్ట్లో ఉన్న వాటిలో సంకోష్ హైడ్రోపవర్ ప్రాజెక్ట్, ఇది 2026లో హైలైట్ అవ్వేది. ప్లానింగ్ టు 2040 కల్లా దీన్ని ఒక ఆర్డర్లోకి తీసుకురావాలనేది కాంటెక్స్ట్ అనమాట. దట్ ఈస్ ద కాంటెక్స్ట్. ఆన్సర్ డి ఈజ్ ద కరెక్ట్ వన్. మూవింగ్ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్. విచ్ స్టేట్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్డ్ అ స్పెషల్ బడ్జెట్ ఫర్ సీనియర్ సిటిజన్స్ ఫర్ ద ఫస్ట్ టైమ్ ఇన్ ఇండియా? విచ్ స్టేట్ అంటున్నాడు. సీనియర్ సిటిజన్స్కి తమిళనాడు కాదు, మహారాష్ట్ర కాదు, ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ కాదు, హిమాచల్ ప్రదేశ్ కాదు. దట్ ఈస్ కేరళ. ఆన్సర్ ఈ ఈజ్ ద కరెక్ట్ వన్. Kerala became the first state in India to introduce dedicated senior citizens budget. So dedicated senior citizens budget. Senior citizens budget for early welfare and the silver economy. Early welfare and సిల్వర్ ఎకానమీ. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద బజింగ్ వర్డ్ అనమాట. సిల్వర్ ఎకానమీ అనే వర్డ్ బజింగ్ వర్డ్ మనకి. సో దీన్ని హైలైట్ చేయడం జరిగింది. కాంటెక్స్ట్ ఏంటి అని అంటే, ఎందుకు దెన్ ఇట్స్ అ ఫోకసింగ్ ఆన్ దిస్ పర్టికులర్ వన్ అంటే, దెన్ పాయింట్ కనుక రైజ్ అయితే, లైక్ ద ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ ఈజ్ దట్ ప్రొవైడింగ్ సీనియర్ సిటిజన్స్ ఫ్రెండ్లీ బడ్జెట్ అండ్ దేర్ early welfare and then one more is that silver economy. What is silver economy? Like then silver economy comprises economic activities, products and services designed to meet the needs of the people and aged 50 and older. There is a context here. I'll give a word about this particular one. This silver economy comprises in general the economic activities and services designed to meet the needs of people aged 50 and older. That is the context here. So it's driven by aging demographics. It spans sectors like healthcare, technology, leisure and housing, with the project value in India reaching 1.5 trillion in assets by 2030 అనమాట. సో స్పెషల్ ఎకానమీ కింద హోల్డ్ చేయబోతున్నారు, సిల్వర్ ఎకానమీ అనమాట. టార్గెటెడ్ ఇండస్ట్రీస్ ఏంటి అని అంటే హెల్త్ కేరు, ఇన్సూరెన్స్, స్పెషలైజ్డ్ హౌసింగ్, టూరిజం, ఇలాంటి ఏరియాస్ అనమాట. దట్ ఈస్ ద కాంటెక్స్ట్ హియర్ వీ హ్యావ్. సో ఆన్సర్ ఈ ఈజ్ ద కరెక్ట్ వన్. కేరళ ఇంకొక న్యూస్లో కూడా ఉంది. దెన్ విచ్ ఇస్ ద స్టేట్ దెన్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్డ్ ఫ్రీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఫర్ ఆల్ ద సెక్షన్స్ ఆఫ్ ద స్టూడెంట్స్, all sections of the students. So Kerala became the first state in India to introduce a dedicated elderly budget. So then it's a dedicated senior citizens budget or elderly budget. Elderly budget we can say. Elderly budget. So for senior citizens announced during 2026-27 anamata. State budget presentation which was observed on, this was presented on Jan 29th 2026, with the budget allocated 46,236 crores for the elderly. ఈ elder people ki they announced around 46,236 crores anamata for senior citizens. So good amount. So like 18% of the state's total residents are 18% of the total residents are senior citizens. ఈ 18% కోసం 46,000ని అనౌన్స్ చేయడం జరిగిందనమాట. దట్ ఈస్ ద కాంటెక్స్ట్ హియర్ వీ హ్యావ్. సో మూవింగ్ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్. విచ్ స్టేట్ టాప్డ్ ద పంచాయత్ డెవలప్మెంట్ ఇండెక్స్ PAI 2.0? PAI 2.0. So the options given: Gujarat, Telangana, Kerala, Tripura and Haryana. It's not Haryana, it's not even Kerala, it's Tripura. Answer D is the correct one. So Tripura has achieved the top ranks in the Panchayat Advancement Index. Panchayat Development or Panchayat Advancement Index. Advancement Index 2.0, highlighting the excellence in its Panchayat Raj system, and 3 Tripura Panchayats, 3 Panchayats in Tripura, like among the top 4, reflected strong grassroots governance and efficiency in the state. And then the recognition sets a benchmark for, it's a recognition turn for rural development, benchmark for rural development, inclusive governance, and public services delivery. Public services delivery in Tripura, and it reinforces Tripura's reputation as a model state in decentralized governance and village level administration. Decentralized governance and village level administration. So Tripura topped the ranking with the 3 of its panchayats placed among the top 4 nationwide, reflecting strong grassroots governance. So that is all about this particular one, very special. Tripura stood in line anamata in PAI 2.0. So Panchayat Advancement Index, Tripura Gram Panchayats top the list anamata. So announced by the Ministry of Panchayat Raj, telusu manaki Panchayat Raj Ministry. సో వీటిలో ఒక పాయింట్ మనం అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే, జుగల్ కిషోర్ నగర్ విలేజ్ కమిటీ లొకేటెడ్ ఇన్ దిస్ పర్టికులర్ త్రిపుర, ఫస్ట్ పొజిషన్ నేషన్ వైడ్ విత్ స్కోర్ ఆఫ్ 88.44 అనమాట. సో గ్రామ పంచాయతీ అది, జుగల్ కిషోర్ నగర్ విలేజ్ కమిటీ, జాంపుయి జల ఆర్డి బ్లాక్ ఆఫ్ సిపాహిజిలా డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ ఆఫ్ త్రిపుర సెక్యూర్డ్ ద ఫస్ట్ పొజిషన్ అనమాట. First position by Sepahi Jalala district of Tripura. This district of Tripura is a nationwide first position anamata, and it has got a score of 88.44 among nearly 2.5 lakh gram panchayats assessed అనమాట. So that is a context, ఇది very special one. So these are the context అనమాట. ఇక్కడ 100% పార్టిసిపేషన్ని టర్న్ చేయడం, తర్వాత మినిస్ట్రీ ఆఫ్ పంచాయతీరాజ్ గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా దట్ ఎవాల్యుయేటెడ్ ద పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ ఓవర్ 2.5 lakh గ్రామ్ పంచాయత్స్ అక్రాస్ ద కంట్రీ అనమాట. దే చెక్డ్ 2.5 lakh గ్రామ్ పంచాయత్స్ని వీళ్ళు చెక్ చేసి రూరల్ డెవలప్మెంట్, ఇన్క్లూజివ్ గవర్నెన్స్, పబ్లిక్ సర్వీసెస్ అండ్ డెలివరీ, వీటిలో ఈ పారామీటర్స్లో వీటిని చెక్ చేయడం జరిగింది. స్ట్రాంగ్ షోయింగ్ బై త్రిపుర పంచాయత్స్, ఎక్సెప్షనల్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్, వీటిలో ఈ కేటగిరీలో నేషన్ వైడ్ ఫస్ట్ పొజిషన్ సెక్యూర్ చేసుకుంది ఏది అంటే సో సెపాహీ జలా డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ ఆఫ్ త్రిపుర అనమాట. అంతేకాకుండా సౌత్ నల్చార్ గ్రామ్ పంచాయత్, దీనిలో సౌత్ నాల్చార్ జీపీ గ్రామ పంచాయత్, ఇక్కడ సౌత్ నాల్చార్ గ్రామ్ పంచాయత్ దట్ ఈస్ విచ్ ఈజ్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ పర్టికులర్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ అనమాట. ఈ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్లో ఒక విలేజ్ పంచాయతీ గ్రామ పంచాయత్ సెక్యూర్డ్ థర్డ్ పొజిషన్ విత్ ద స్కోర్ ఆఫ్, ఇది థర్డ్ పొజిషన్ వచ్చింది విత్ ద సెక్యూర్డ్ స్కోర్ ఆఫ్ 88.14. దట్ ఇస్ ద వన్. ఫోర్త్ పొజిషన్లో చెస్రిమాయ్ గ్రామ్ పంచాయత్. ఐ విల్ రైట్ హియర్ చెస్రిమాయ్ గ్రామ్ పంచాయత్, సేమ్ స్టేట్, డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ కూడా ఇదే డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ షపాలి జలా డిస్ట్రిక్ట్, ఇది ఫోర్త్ పొజిషన్ వచ్చిందనమాట. 87.85 రేటింగ్ స్కోర్ తోటి అనమాట. దట్ ఈస్ అ కాంటెక్స్ట్ హియర్. సో త్రిపుర స్టూడెంట్ లిస్ట్ so in the Panchayat Development Index or Panchayat Advancement Index 2.0. So these are the MCQs for this particular day. We will meet in the next session with the continuation of this one. Thank you and good day.